Hey, Reddit. Those of you with partners who talk in their sleep, what is the creepiest, weirdest or most random thing they've said? I was told by my fiancé that he came to bed one night after I had fallen asleep and started rubbing my back, which apparently prompted me to sleep. Say this, Justin. Local boy massages. Other local boy. I am a 26-year-old female, but that night I was a young 19th century and used boy at heart. Completely at random. Open the window, Abigail. I am burning like a meatball. We don't even know an Abigail. You don't know an Abigail. Bleach your butthole already, would ya? He sleeps very hard. We can have conversations while he's asleep. I've got several of them on video and they're some of my most favorite things. One time while sleeping I grabbed my partner by the shoulder and told her, hey, people are just stacks of years, like it was the most important thing in the world. My wife once in the middle of a dead sleep just did like a possessed scream yell. It was from quiet to loud, kind of like a, and then she started snoring immediately after. I didn't go back to sleep for a while. We come from the land of the ice and snow. Wife. Oh no. Me. What's wrong? Wife. I forgot. Me. Forgot what? Wife. Gravity. Me. You forgot gravity? Wife. Yeah, me. It's okay. You can't forget gravity. Wife. I can't. Me. No. It's okay. Wife. Good. Out like a light. My wife doesn't Reddit, but she would jump to tell you that I said, how come you get the cool spaceships and I get the Jetsons, then made the Jetsons flying car sound and went back to sleep. I miss the Jetsons. The money is hidden off the road by the Indian reservation. I tried to get her to talk more, but she mumbled something I couldn't understand and went back to sleep. She doesn't remember her dreams after she wakes up, so it's this mystery of whether or not she hid money in the desert. She's definitely already moved that money. My husband's dad died on a fishing boat in the Bering Sea last year. It was a terrible way to go and he yells dad very loudly like he's trying to warn him a line is about to hit him. Saddest one here. My condolences. I have two great ones. One, I had stayed up late and husband was asleep in bed. We had creaky wood floors, so I was walking slowly into the bedroom trying not to make too much noise. I stepped on a creaky spot, and husband shifted in bed and then said, in a very cheeky smiling tone, I have a machine that will shoot you. If you move around, it'll shoot you right now. Then he was back to being dead asleep. 2. I was reading in bed. Husband turned to snuggle into me and then this conversation. Him, in a cutesy, flirty tone. Coupons. Me. Coupons? Him. Yeah, coupons. I am the sleep talker walker. One night my husband woke me up because my sister was calling him in the middle of the night. I was very worried and asked her what was wrong. She was practically in tears and managed to squeak out, "Thank God you're okay." I was so scared. I guess in my sleep I had called her, mumbled, then set my phone down next to my speaker which was playing the audiobook that had fallen asleep to. What she heard was me whispering, then a strange man talking. She thought I had been kidnapped. She texted and called me, and when I didn't answer she called my husband to see if I was okay. He was confused and tried to assure her I was sleeping peacefully in bed. I've also ordered bras and 3 gallons of almond milk off Amazon. I'm not allowed to have my phone near my bed anymore. My roommate sleep talks almost every night and I once walked in on him sobbing, full on bawling. I asked if he was good and he said in the calmest voice, "Yeah, sure, I just wanted to see it to the end." He doesn't remember it one bit. The runner-up was when he burst into laughter and then said, "Why did none you try to chop my head off just then?" He woke up during a really good dream for sure. While camping with a friend, who wakes up an hour before me, I had apparently been repeating "come here boy" for the past 15 minutes before I woke up. I don't know why, as I've never said that. My ex used to talk in his sleep and kind of sleepwalk too. It was pretty funny. My favorite was when I woke up to him holding my coat to the door, dropping it, and putting it back to the door. Not like trying to hang it on the door, just like holding it to the door and dropping it repeatedly. I asked him, "What are you doing?" He gave me a funny look and crept into the bathroom slowly, peeked around, looked at me, in bed, and asked, "Are you in there?" "In where?" "The bathroom." No, I'm in bed. Oh, okay. And he came back to bed. My second favorite was when he shook me awake and told me I'm definitely not gonna do it. Do what? Yeah, I'm just feeling too lazy and unmotivated right now. No crap dude, you'll sleep. My wife swears up and down that while she was reading before bed, I said, I see you didn't bring the bag of leaves, so I know you're not serious. Leaf game is weak af. My ex's kid had a bed in the same room with us. He was 4, and one night I happened to just wake up and look over at him and he rose from his bed and stared out at the wall and whispered, "Who are you?" And at this point I was in full nope mode. And then he whispered, "Don't tell them," and then flopped back in his bed. I remember waking up one night when I was about 14 and seeing my 12-year-old sister sitting up on her bed, eyes wide open. She didn't say anything, just stood up on the bed, turned 180 degrees and walked face first into the wall. She went straight back to sleep. My laughing like crazy woke her up again. She remembers nothing. My girlfriend would be stressed about work, talking about speed sheets and emails. I would answer her and say the most outrageous things. The spreadsheets got ice cream on them and need to be set on fire. My freshman year of school I lived with 2 guys in a dorm room that talked in their sleep. They wouldn't just talk though, they'd have separate conversations with each other. One night I woke up and one was chanting, "I am the springberry, I am the springberry." The other just responded, "Yeah, but Chick-fil-A said no in 2011. They have no memory of this. I am the springberry. It's not something he said. He sort of mumbles when he talks, but it's the sounds he makes. Sometimes he giggles like a little girl, which is terrifying. The worst was when he sat straight up and gasped super loud while staring at the wall. I asked what was wrong, but he was sounds asleep. Meanwhile, I couldn't go back to sleep because I was so scared. My 3-year-old daughter wakes up and screams and tries to claw my eyes out. That's super scary. My boyfriend last week, just take my body. He said my name drawn out long and with mild contempt. Then he yells, "The ladder. I'll get the ladder for you, babe. No worries." My ex-wife once said, "We'll see how freaking funny you think it is when you're dead in the middle of the night." Not mumbled, fully articulated in a calm voice. Scared the crap out of me. Current wife once indignantly shouted, "I can't poop here. Everyone is watching," and I do mean shouted. I cannot imagine how I would have reacted had I been asleep. As it was, I was playing with my iPad in bed while she slept and I about jumped out of my skin. Poop wife sounds much nicer than murder wife. My little brother, "It's all good guys. I'll be right back," stands up and walks just outside my room. Pees all over the floor. Me, "What the heck? What are you doing?" LB, "Just using the bathroom." Me, "You gonna clean that up or flush?" LB, "Already did." Little brother tries to go back to sleep. Me, "Wake up and clean up your pee." LB, "What pee?" My partner used to regularly talk in her sleep. Creepiest, it's late at night, after midnight, but I'm not entirely sure how late. I've not fallen asleep, but I turn over to try get comfy and see her looking straight at me and she says, "Did you see it move?" I promptly panicked and had to turn the light on, to which I get a mumbled groan of displeasure from my darling girlfriend who has slept through this entire thing. Funniest, hard to decide between. Why does he get XP for it? It's only a freaking rock, and why is there a dead pterodactyl in the living room? I never did find out the answers to both those questions. X. Why did you bring me sheep? Me, because you asked me to. X. Oh, me. Do you like them? X. Yes, they are nice. Then she went back to sleep. You are smart. This is how I've told my spouse to respond to me when I'm talking in my sleep. If I wake you up, tell me something soothing or whatever and I'll go back to sleep. We live in a small house while getting ready to build a bigger one, so we're all sharing a bedroom. My husband and my 4-year-old daughter both talk in their sleep and will talk to each other. Weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. My girlfriend at the time had stayed over for the night the first time. Still fairly early in the relationship, so we hadn't done anything intimate at the point. That'll be relevant here in a second. She caught me sleep talking. Me put it in there. Her put what in where? Me put the sandwich in the bag. I'd been working as a trainer at a fast food place and was dreaming about someone not understanding what I thought were basic instructions. Funniest one yet. Glad I kept going. I'm the one who does the sleep talking. My fiancé woke up and saw me petting the blanket and referring to it as our dog who had recently passed. Well frick, I was having such a good time reading these and now I'm sad. The oranges don't go over 50. Over 50? Crap, they are going over 50. What the frick do you mean over 50? I don't know. That was the most annoying conversation I've ever had and she wasn't even conscious. I still want to know what she meant to this very day. Not a partner but my brother. He spoke English. This is noteworthy because we had only adopted him from Romania 3 months earlier knowing zero English. He spoke better English in his sleep than while he was awake. My cousin reports I spoke Spanish in my sleep when we were younger. My grandparents did, and my father does, but I never learned. At least I don't think I did. My fiancé once whispered very, very quietly, "I think there's been a violation up there." It was pretty creepy, but I think he was actually just quoting the Office UK version. I woke up once to my girlfriend muttering something about square roots fricking with her. This happened several times during the night and I eventually worked out that she was trying to perform a tree measurement calculation we had been studying all night in preparation for the test we had tomorrow. She had studied too hard and her brain was slowly working through the calculation in her head, but getting hung up on the square roots. It was me. Wife was getting ready for work in the morning. I was asleep. She kissed me goodbye. I then said, out loud, "Boy, I sure hope that was my wife. Like there are random women sneaking into my bedroom to give me kisses." My mum and dad have had similar things, except one time I heard my mum laughing so hard and I went to investigate. She was trying to get into bed when my dad was sound asleep and he kept going, "Excuse me, I'm married," and pushing her out again. Not my partner, but my best friend. Drunk on New Year's and everyone was going to bed and she cuddled up on me. Middle of the night she goes, "Who the frick stole my wine?" I burst out laughing and it woke up her and other people around me. Me. Screaming you be in the middle of the night at my in-laws' summer home with them in the very next room. My college roommate and I apparently talked to each other in our sleep. His girlfriend said one time, me, "Dude, did you see that girl? Him, so hot." Me, "Yeah man. I mean, did you see her elbows?" And this was approximately for 20 minutes. It's funny how that can happen. I've had entire conversations with asleep people that don't make any sense. So, 2 sleep talkers could do it until they woke up. She said I made siren noises like a fire truck one night. Woo wee woo wee. Husband, "It's all over the floor." Me, mostly asleep and very confused. "What is?" Husband, "Candy. But it's okay. They'll get it." Me, "Who will get it?" Husband, quite happily, "The mices." This made me giggle a bit. That's adorable. My girlfriend says loads of weird stuff. Some of my favorites are, "They got 4 things for Christmas." "Why is the monkey lonely?" "I cut some of the thick Italian." "I cut some of the thick Italian" might be the most inexplicable thing I read today. "I don't like waking up and you're not there. It's like putting my dong in the toaster." Don't have a partner, but I'll laugh in my sleep, and I would wake myself up from laughing. I woke up laughing once, and I was also yelling stop. In my dream, my wife was tickling me. I didn't like it, but she wasn't even in bed with me, so she was super confused what was going on in the bedroom. My girlfriend in college once rolled over so her mouth was right by my ear. She then says, in a super hoarse voice, "Death." She had no memory of this the next day, and didn't remember any dreams. I'm still alive, so who knows. My husband once sat bolt upright in bed, still fast asleep, and yelled, "Can I get a heck yeah?" Being the supportive wife, I of course replied heck yeah, to which he responded yeah, woo, before falling back down on the bed and resuming the snoring. Wish I had a video of it. He still doesn't believe me. My husband talks a lot in his sleep. Most recently he looked distressed, so I reached over and kissed him to try to make him feel better. He became even more distressed and said, "What the frick was that?" and turned over in a huff. Well, sorry. My girlfriend will sometimes bolt upright and stare into the corner. When I ask her what's up, she'll say, "There's someone in the corner." I kinda laugh and be like, what are you on about, and then she'll start laughing along too. Then she'll wake up and be like, why did you wake me up? What do you want? It's late. I guess it sounds pretty creepy, but honestly I find it hilarious. This guy dies. I woke up restless and hot, turned on the AC. Husband appeared to wake up too. He sat up and said, I'm your fan, and waved his hands like a fan, and then laughed at his own joke and went back to sleep. Did not remember it in the morning. This man is so dad he does it in his sleep. This is the goodest flyboy. He will bring you 10 years of happiness in exchange for a like on this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day you magnificent people.